Hello, it's Glorious Harriet. Today's video I would like to talk about a precious sacred resource that's vital for all life on earth. Something that we do throughout the day multiple times is we drink water. So we need water to survive. I would like to invite you to reflect on your body. So our bodies is 70% water, and how we're reflected in nature. So the planet, 70% of the surface is water. We are connected more than we will ever know. So I would like you to imagine a full planet, okay? So 100% of the water on planet Earth. 96% of that is ocean, is salt water. Okay, so 4% is fresh water, and the majority of that is in ice caps. So it's locked in the poles, and we do not have access to that. So that means that we have 1% of fresh water that is accessible and that we can use. And this supports all life on Earth. 1%. Just going to let that sink in. So of this 1%, a lot of it is in the groundwater supply. And by human activities such as landfills, fracking, industrial agriculture, there's a lot of chemicals that are seeping down through the ground, through the soil, and going into the groundwater supply. So it's leaching down and it's polluting. So in today's video, I would like to talk about some areas where we're super wasteful and some simple ideas on how we can be more conscious of our water use. So water is a type of energy, and it comes in pulses and waves. And we want to be able to catch these pulses and store it. So in times of plenty, we're harvesting so that in times of need, we have it available. Okay, so we're always forward thinking, we're planning ahead, we're conscious of now and the future. Okay, so I would like to zoom into the house. We're going to zoom into the bathroom. Okay, let's talk about toilets. We all do it. So an older toilet, every time that you flush that toilet, you're using up to from between 13 and 26 litres of water. Let's say an average of 13 litres. We're using 13 litres per flush. And just so you get an idea of that, that's 43 cups of tea every time you flush the toilet. And there are some newer toilets that are 6 litres per flush. You know, we're getting there. But a lot of us have older toilets. So what can we do? What is a simple, easy, we like our easy fixes, don't we? We're humans, we like easy fixes. So, we outside, we on your compost, get that nitrogen, that compost accelerator going. You could also wee in a bucket. If you don't have a compost, you could wee in a bucket and dilute that down and give it back to the earth. You could retrofit your older toilet. I'll do some links in the description below on how you can retrofit an old toilet cistern. You could go as far to make your own compost toilet. Okay, so this is a dry system, collects your urine separate from the humanure, and it's an incredible way of saving water and having resources, great resources at the end. And now we're going to zoom into showers. I would like you to think about how many minutes is an average shower for you. I really depend. I can have a 2-minute shower, and sometimes I can have a 6 to 8 minute shower. A shower water use per minute is 9 litres. Okay, so if you have a 10-minute shower, that's 900 litres of water. And just for that comparison, that's 300 cups of tea. Wow, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. We shower every day, sometimes twice a day. It's a lot of water. And how privileged we are to have a shower. To be able to turn a tap and there's water. And I think it's this constant supply of everything that's made us forget our privilege and how sacred this resource really is. Until you've had to carry water, you don't appreciate the value of it. I would like to give you some simple ideas on what we can do to combat this shower water usage. So, shorter shower, timer if you want, a 1 minute shower. You could turn off the shower in between. So when you're putting the shampoo and the soap, turn off the shower. Same when you're brushing your teeth, turn off the tap. We could also have a bucket underneath the shower, and this would collect our water that we could then use for something else. So we could use it for the washing machine, we could use it for the sink, we could use it for the garden, if your soap and shampoo is safe. Okay, so no chemicals. So now I invite you to be more conscious on what you're washing with. What are you using on your body and putting out into the world? Okay, so now we're going to zoom out. We're going to zoom out and we're going to see the whole house. Okay, so I'd like to imagine you're guttering. Okay, so your guttering does a great job, collects your rainwater. So the roofs are perfectly designed so that rainwater comes off and the guttering collects it. But where does it go? Where does this amazing resource of rainwater go? So rainwater is full of nutrients. Sometimes it can be acidic, okay? Depends where you are. But it's such a great resource, and our houses are designed to get it off-site as fast as possible. So don't let it go down the drain. If there's one thing that you take away from this video, is don't let water go down the drain. Okay, it's a precious resource. We're gonna treat it like the precious resource it is. And it's scarce, it's a scarce resource, scarce and precious. So we want to be able to catch these pulses of water flowing and store it. Okay, so it doesn't rain 24/7, sometimes, but it doesn't all the time. It comes in pulses and waves. And we want the water on site. So we want to store in times of plenty to be able to have in times of need. Okay, so it's raining today, I'm going to harvest this rainwater, and then for the next 2 weeks it doesn't rain, I've got this water, I've got it, it's here, it's in my barrel. So we want the water on site. Okay, we don't want it off in the drain, goes down into the stormwater drains and it goes away and we've lost it. We want it on site, we want it in the ground. So a nice permaculture phrase for you: slow it, spread it, sink it. Okay? So slow it, we want to slow down the velocity that the water leaves our site. We want to slow that right down. We want to spread it out on all of the site, everywhere, every inch needs water. So then it has the time to sink in, sink down, and give moisture, give life to the microorganisms that are living below us, that need the water, that need the oxygen in the water. So the first, easy, simplest solution is rain barrels. Let's collect and harvest our rainwater. Please. Take out that bottom part of the guttering. Take it out. It doesn't need to go down the drain. Put a barrel. And we want to do this safely, so you want to have a top, especially if you're in mosquito prone areas. Okay, so you want a netting or a top. And then you can use the water. You can use it for whatever you wish. I use it in the garden. My housemate's a beekeeper. She washes her jars in the rainwater. Okay, Okay, so you use it however you see fit. But now you've got free water. Okay, so your water bill's gonna decrease. Every single drop counts. So collect the water that you're using in your house, collect the rainwater when it is raining, and feel empowered to have this control over your water use. Okay, be mindful and be conscious, because you're not the only one on the planet. There's 9 billion of us. So my granddad has an awesome rainwater barrel system, and he uses gravity to his advantage. So he's got one higher, and then it flows, and then it flows, and then it flows into the garden. So he doesn't have to do anything. The rainwater does it all for him. The irrigation system's all there set up. So that's great human design. Okay, so this is another link to permaculture. It's using our intelligence and our design to make things easier for us. Okay, so we're going to zoom back in the house now. We're going to go back in. So black water is from the toilet. Okay, so let's talk about grey water. Grey water comes from sinks and showers and washing machines. And if you use a safe soap, an environmentally friendly soap with no harsh chemicals, you can reuse and reuse and reuse this water. Okay, so maybe you would like your shower water and your sink to be linked up to your washing machine. Maybe you would like your sink and your shower to be linked up to your toilet. Okay, so first grey water, then black water. It's had 2 uses, better than one. So we can do an easy, simple grey water solution by having buckets underneath the taps in the sink and the showers, and every day you would take that out. Okay, so that's one rule with grey water. Use it the same day it's come out, and use it in different areas of your land every day. If you have the time and the resources and the energy, you could do a whole retrofit, rework of your water system. You can set up so that your water does not go down the drain, that it would come out into your land. So we have a few suggestions here. You could have reed beds, you could have worm farms, you could have banana circles if you're in the tropics like I am. There are so many different ways to filter this water, this grey water, filter it out so then it can be used in the garden, and it's safe to go into the groundwater. So the more the water flows through, the cleaner it gets. We just want to let the biology do the work, okay? And I would just like to finish with a link towards Geoff Lawton's Greening the Desert. So it's an incredible video, it'll be in the description below. And it's in Jordan, so it's a super arid, dry climate. And they've created a food oasis, okay? So by using permaculture techniques such as contour swales, mulching, micro irrigation, by using these techniques, there is now a food oasis in the driest place. So now we can see what's possible, what's really possible if we put our energy and our minds and our hearts into it. Okay, thank you for watching. I would just like to extend an invitation, if you like this, to hit a like, subscribe, share it around. If you have a question, leave it in the comments. If you have a particular topic that you would like me to touch on. Thank you. And I'd just like to leave with this one phrase that we all know. Water is life, so let's live.